Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Here's Harris to return it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks, standing at 6'5".
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously... But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the bootleg, Dawson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 63 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On 2nd down now, Moore, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kramer. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 1st and 10, Dawson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Operating from the gun. Dawson over the middle, complete. It's Lloyd. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A gain of
7 yards there and a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 107 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Dawson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Dawson. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 4. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break it. Now you go over to the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's has an inside give. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 11. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Number 87. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a give, right side. Moore. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They begin with a quick throw out left. 7 yards, the pickup there. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
the ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Patriots take over.
When I looked out, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
46-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down or brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, Dawson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down, Bills.
On 1st and 10, Dawson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Dawson. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Dawson's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, Dawson. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The Patriots 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Dawson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start things out with the battle for Ohio. This one at First Energy Stadium as Cleveland hosts Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. The Bengals trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. A 31-point win. 38-7, the final. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Panthers trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Rolling to his and he will. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a handoff looking right. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing on first down. Dawson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Offense. Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
From the gun, Dawson. And it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw on second down, Dawson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
5 yards.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun, Dawson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
He was running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On third down, Moore. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so...
They've got his man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
50 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and the Bills will move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Dawson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Dawson. And that's going to be incomplete. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Third down.
On 3rd and 2. Dawson. And this is caught. He hits more. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll run on 1st down. Moore. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, That's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Brings up second and
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
that's a gain of 10. Brings up third and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eye.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. From the gun, Dawson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st and 10, Dawson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
On 1st down, Dawson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And it's up and good. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
On 2nd down, Moore, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2.
What was that, Russ?
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Operating from the gun, Dawson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dawson got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
On the play brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moore, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Rest on the right foot of their kicker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Bills first down.
Throwing on first down, Dawson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Back to the air on second down. Dawson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, Dawson. Throw left side complete. It's Ferguson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Dawson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
In overtime.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here.